In the shadowed depths of a forgotten forest, a wolf lies wounded, its body marred by an appalling pattern of honeycomb-like lesions that ripple across its fur and flesh. This grotesque tapestry, formed by the relentless onslaught of wart-like wounds, pulses with a sickly mixture of decay and raw agony. The sight is unsettling. Each cavity, a tiny crater of festering flesh, oozes a complex cocktail of pus and blood, drawing the eye deeper into the macabre. It is as if nature itself has betrayed its own laws here, creating an unsettling paradox where beauty, the intricate, geometric honeycomb pattern, collides headlong with a festering, visceral horror of infection. But the wolf's ordeal does not stop at the ravages of these gruesome sores. Attached to its battered flanks, barnacles, those stubborn crustaceans more commonly found clinging in the pale, ghostly realms where the white tiger prowls. A nightmare festers beneath the alabaster fur, an infestation so grotesque that it pulls the viewer unwillingly into a world both ancient and abominable. Picture a mighty predator, regal and rare, encumbered by a horrific wound festooned with barnacles, those crusty, hard-shelled parasites more at home in the ocean than attached to the flesh of a land animal. This stark image grabs the imagination, the ghastly tableau of nature's indifference, and the eerie vulnerability of even the most fearsome creatures. What you are witnessing is not myth, but a stark reality born from an unlikely environmental tragedy. Barnacles, small arthropods usually sticking to ships and rocks in salty seas, have found their way onto a creature far from their marine comfort zone. This decadent plague of barnacle infestation on the white tiger is a tale of biological horror written in flesh. These sessile crustaceans latch onto the tiger's skin, embedding their calcified plates within the wound, turning it into a cavern of decay and calcified horror. The tiger's flesh is eroding as the barnacles greedily cling to the bleeding wound, their tiny feathery legs flailing as they filter nutrients, leaching nutrients and minerals necessary for the predator's survival. The resulting lesion festers with putrid secretions, a mix of tiger tissue and saltwater parasites, transforming a once pristine coat into a grotesque map of biological invasion. Barnacle infestation. In the unforgiving expanse of a sun-scorched savanna, amidst the serenade of cicadas and the distant growl of predators, lies a creature that defies the ordinary. This is no gentle beast of the plains, but a white lion whose alabaster fur seems to absorb the oppressive light around it. Yet, beneath its ghostly beauty, a grotesque affliction tells a darker tale. A barnacle wound, raw and festering, claws its way into flesh in a spectacle as harrowing as it is surreal. The sight is as captivating as it is repulsive. Crusty, calcified globes encasing patches of open sores, their sharp, jagged edges protruding like nature's own cruel stitches. This infection looks borrowed from the abyssal depths of some forgotten ocean trench, its presence on a terrestrial predator nothing short of an evolutionary nightmare. Barnacles, typically the marine hitchhikers clinging to ship hulls and rocky shores, are here invading the very hide of a land beast. This is no casual attachment. It's an infestation, a grotesque symbiosis that tears, disrupts, and festers. How did these ocean parasites leap from their usual saline realms to embed themselves in this feline's flesh remains a mystery, tangled with the ravages of habitat loss, climate betrayals, and perhaps the unseen hand of human interference. Their calcified shells, resembling miniature armatures of bone, give them a gruesome permanence, their clasping plates opening and closing with a sickening rhythm that echoes the lion's shallow, labored breaths. Each barnacle, armed with feathery appendages that flick open to filter microscopic sustenance from the air, further weighs down the already weakened predator, draining it not only physically but in spirit. You might imagine barnacles as passive hitchhikers, but in this bizarre theater of nature, they are opportunistic invaders. The lion's wound serves as an ideal gateway, a festering gateway where barnacles implant themselves, their sessile bodies anchoring with cruel tenacity. The affected tissue, a rotting matrix of damaged skin and infected flesh, oozes a dark, viscous discharge, an unholy broth inviting secondary bacterial invasions that exacerbate the decay. The skin around the infestation becomes thick, hardened, and malformed, a protective yet sinister cocoon nourishing the parasites at the expense of the lion's health. The creature's movements, once graceful and commanding, now bear the burden of pain, each step radiating through infected tissues, a testament to both resilience and helpless decline. To analyze barnacle infestation on the white lion is to gaze into the paradox of nature's indifferent craftsmanship. Barnacles are crustaceans related to shrimp and crabs, yet they have evolved a sedentary lifestyle relying on their modified legs. In the fading light of an overcast sky stands a white horse, its coat stained and marred by a grotesque barnacle-like wound that seems almost alien to the soft, natural lines of the equine form. This is not just a simple injury. It is an infestation that has transformed this noble creature into an eerie testament to nature's darker, more unsettling cycles. At first glance, the wound resembles a cluster of hard, crusty growths, barnacles common to ocean rocks, and abandoned boats. But here, clinging with invasive determination to living flesh, it is as if the sea itself has reached out to claim a foothold on dry land, embedding its own relentless, calcified prisoners within the living tissue of the horse. This barnacle wound, a vivid display of nature's parasitic cruelty, is an unusual but harrowing phenomenon.